Our responsibility as public educational organization is to take our guidelines from the state of Michigan or the federal government and to enforce them. Everyone is extremely thankful our student athletes have opportunity to compete. With this opportunity comes some responsibilities for us to maintain a safe environment and to minimize the risk of jeopardizing future opportunities. Everyone is asked to respectfully follow the expectations below. Face coverings required at all times, outdoor and indoor. Social distancing required outside of immediate family at all times. When guidelines are not followed, a contest may be paused until the infringing person or people adhere to requirements or vacate the premise. Spectator limitations vary depending on school and venue and event. Reference your local school's athletic director for specifics. Once again, we are thankful for this opportunity and will make the best of it. Thank you in advance for everyone's cooperation. Now, if everyone will stand, and gentlemen, please remove your cap. We will play our national anthem. And now, the starting lineups for today's game. For the McBain Ramblers, senior, number 3, Caden McGillis. For Roscommon, junior, number 0, Joel Ewald. For McBain, senior, number 11, Connor Murphy. For Roscommon, senior, number 1, Logan Ross. For McBain, senior, number 12, Grayson Verbootwas. For Roscommon, senior, number 2, James Einsford. For McBain, senior, number 20, Mason Hooker. For Roscommon, senior, number 3, Jackson Strickler. For McBain, senior, number 34, Daniel Rumbaugh. For Roscommon, senior, number 11, Max Schultz. McBain is coached by Bruce Koopman. Roscommon is coached by Andrew J. Elo. And officials for today's game, Bill Allen, Perry Johnson, and Matt Corliss. And it will be McBain's ball to start the game.
So, to start the game, McBain will have the ball on the far side of the court. It'll be McGillis into Murphy. Murphy guarded by Ewald. Over to McGillis. McGillis, Hooker, Connor Murphy for three. His shot is good.
3 points, Murphy.
Awald bringing the ball up the floor for Roscommon. Sizemore, no, Strickler. Over to Ewald. His three, no good. Rebounded by Dan Rodenbaugh. Caden McGillis pushing the ball up the floor. McGillis, guarded by Strickler. Back up to Murphy. Murphy used double screens. Up to Hooker. Hooker. This pass be stolen. Ball's scrambled. Recovered by Roscommon. Ewald in possession for the Bucks. Strickler back to Ewald. Roth, guarded by Rodenbaugh. His pass down low to Sizemore. Back out to Schultz. His three is good.
3 points, Schultz.
Murphy. Over to McGillis. McGillis. Hooker. Rodenbaugh. Rortmost pass down low to Caden McGillis. McGillis converts the shot.
2 points, McGillis.
Ewald, guarded by Murphy. Over to Roth. Roth. Ewald, over to Strickler, back to Ewald. Roth, guarded by Rodenbaugh. Roth is called for a travel. It'll be banging ball. Murphy gets across, over to Verbertmos. Back to Murphy. Verbertmos in the corner. His three is good.
3 points, Verbertmos.
Ewald bringing the ball down the floor for the Roscommon Bucks. He'll get it to Roth. Roth looking to drive. Help side from Hooker. Roth shot no good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Murphy pushing the ball. Murphy slows it down. Gets it to McGillis. Murphy. McGillis gets it to Rodenbaugh on the high post. Rodenbaugh, his jump shot is good.
2 points, Rodenbaugh.
Ewald. Strickler in the corner, guarded by Mason Hooker. Strickler. His pass to the corner to Ewald. His three is good.
3 points, Ewald.
Murphy in transition. He'll slow it down. He'll shoot a three. His three, no good. He'll be rebounded by Roscommon. Roth bringing the ball up the floor. Over to Ewald. Ewald will shoot a three. His shot no good. Rebounded by Verbertmos. Verbertmos. McGillis. Corner Hooker. His three, no good. Sizemore pushing the ball up the floor. Strickler gets it to Ewald. Ewald over to Schultz. Schultz looking to drive. His shot is good.
2 points, Schultz.
Murphy up to Hooker. Cross court to Verbertmos. Back up to Murphy. McGillis, guarded by Roth. McGillis. Pass down low to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh converts the shot.
2 points, Rodenbaugh.
Ewald, guarded by Murphy. Strickler. Strickler looking to drive. Shot, pass out to Schultz. Long two, no good. Rebounded by McGillis. Murphy. Cross court to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh's jump shot is good.
2 points, throwing
Roscommon will take a timeout.
We have a 1-minute timeout called by Roscommon.
During this timeout, we'll go over to a score update from the McBain varsity girls game in Manton. McBain is currently up 23-5. It's the second quarter.
Austin into the lineup for Roscommon.
Both teams break the huddle. During the timeout, Austin checked in for Roscommon. Ball will be in play. Ewald bringing the ball up the floor. He'll be guarded by Murphy. Ewald over to Ross. Ross passes down low to Schultz. Schultz back out to Strickler. His shot, no good. Rebounded by Schultz. Guarded by McGillis. Schultz back out to Ross. His pass down low, stolen by McBain. Recovered by McGillis. McGillis is driving. His shot, no good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh goes up with it. His shot, no good. It'll be rebounded by Roth, and Roscommon's in transition. Austin. His shot blocked by Murphy. Be Roscommon ball. Strickler. Into Ewald. Ewald over to Roth. Roth guarded by Verbertmos. Back to Ewald. Ewald in the corner with Strickler. Guarded by Hooker. Strickler still in possession. Gets it over to Roth. Roth. Back out to Ewald. Ewald. Austin. His pass down no. Strickler is blocked. It'll be Roscommon ball. Minute 44 left in the first quarter. Strickler. Into Schultz. It was Roth, and he's called for a travel. Murphy. Guarded by Ewald. Uses Rodenbaugh screen. Murphy still in possession. Now guarded by Schultz. McGillis in the corner. McGillis back to Murphy. Murphy uses Hooker screen. Verbertmos in the corner. Verbertmos looking to set something up. McGillis. To Rodenbaugh. Murphy. Pass down low, stolen by Roth. Roth over to Schultz, guarded by McGillis. Schultz keeps it himself. Ball's dead. It's out of bounds off McGillis' leg. Just under a minute left. Strickler into Ewald. Ewald looking to use screen from Austin. Guarded by Murphy. Ewald down low to Schultz. His shot. No good. Rebounded by McGillis. Up to Hooker. Hooker down to Verbertmos. Verbertmos shot. No good. It'll be out of bounds off Austin. It'll be McBain ball with 37 seconds on the clock. Murphy. Appears a walled cross the out of bounds line on McBain's inbounds. And Sizemore will check back into the game for Strickler. Murphy looking to inbound, gets it into Hooker. His shot is good. A wall, 30 seconds on the clock, guarded by Murphy. Over to Sizemore. Sizemore to Schultz. Schultz, back to Roth. 13 seconds. A walled for three, his shot, no good. Rebounded by McGillis. 5 seconds on the clock, Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh, his last second shot, no good. Rebounded by Roth, and now to the end of the first quarter. McBain is up 16-8. After the end of the first quarter, it's Roscommon ball. Schultz gets it into Roth, guarded by Robertmos. Sizemore uses Austin's screen, backs out, over to Schultz, guarded by McGillis. Schultz looking to drive, his pass, Austin, out of bounds. Last touch by Roscommon, it'll be McBain ball. Robertmos. Up to McGillis, over to Huttinga, who recently checked in. Rodenbaugh. Robertmos. Murphy. McGillis. Back to Murphy. Murphy down to Rodenbaugh. Gets it into Huttinga, guarded by Schultz. Huttinga's shot, no good. Rebounded by Robertmos. His shot is good.
2 points for Robertmos.
Ewald in possession, gets it over to Schultz. Schultz looking to drive, guarded by McGillis. Ball is loose, stolen by McGillis. Up the floor to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh's shot, no, it passes to McGillis. McGillis' shot is good.
2 points,
Ewald. Roscommon will take a timeout, and checking in for Roscommon will be Strickler and number 22, Peer. after the Roscommon timeout. Ball be inbounded to Roth, guarded by Verbertmos. Roth over to Schultz, guarded by Murphy. To Sizemore. Sizemore looking to drive. His shot is good and one. He'll get to shoot a free throw. Foul is called on Rodenbaugh. Dan Rodenbaugh's first foul. And checking in for McBain is number 24, Tristan McElhenney.
McElhenney into the lineup for the Ramblers.
Sizemore's and one free throw is good. Murphy up the floor. Over to McGillis. McGillis guarded by Sizemore. Now guarded by Pierre. Over to Murphy, guarded by Schultz. Up to Dan Rodenbaugh. Hunninga. Murphy in the corner. His three is good.
3-point Murphy.
Roth bring the ball up the floor for Roscommon. Over to Sizemore, guarded by Rodenbaugh. Up to Schultz. Ball stolen by McElhenney. McElhenney's transition layup is good. Roth. Schultz. Foul is called on Dan Rodenbaugh. That's Rodenbaugh's second. And Hooker will check back into the game. Sizemore into Schultz, guarded by Murphy. Schultz shot is good. Murphy. Over to McElhenney. McGillis. Nope. McElhenney keeps it. Oh, up to Hooker. Murphy. Over to Caden McGillis. Mason Hooker. McElhenney for three. His shot no good. Rebounded by Caden McGillis. McGillis goes up with it. His shot is good.
2 points. Caden McGillis.
Sizemore shot. No good. Rebounded by Huttinga. Murphy up the floor to Caden McGillis. McGillis' shot is good.
2 points. Caden McGillis.
Roth. Roth to Schultz. Schultz looking to drive. His jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Caden McGillis. McGillis in transition. Foul is called. Will be on Schultz for Roscommon.
On Schultz, his first team first. For Verbertmos and
Checking into the game for McBain is Grayson Verbertmos and Blake Whetstone. Verbertmos gets it into McElhenney. McElhenney to Verbertmos. McGillis. Whetstone. Hooker, guarded by Schultz. Hooker, he'll drive. His shot is good.
2 points Hooker.
Ewald, guarded by McElhenney. Foul will be called on Verbertmos.
Foul on Verbertmos, his first team third.
Strickler into Schultz. Back to Strickler. Strickler looking to drive, guarded by McGillis. His pass down low to Schultz. Schultz scores. Verbertmos. Over to McElhenney. Whetstone down low. His shot no good, but he draws the foul. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Ball on Pier is first, team second. Whetstone at the line, shooting 2.
Whetstone's first free throw is good. Checking into the game for Roscommon is number 1, Roth. Whetstone's second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Hooker. Ball is loose. Be out of bounds off Kristen McElhenney. Walled. Over to Pier. His shot, no good. Rebounded by McGillis. McGillis pushing the ball up the floor in transition. Down to McElhenney. His shot is good. Walled to Sizemore. Up to Roth. Roth guarded by Verbertmos. Roth. Strickler. Strickler will drive. His shot. No good. Strickler gets his own rebound and scores a layup. Vertmos up the floor to Hooker. Hooker for 3. His shot. No good. Rebounded by Whetstone. His shot. No good. Ball is loose. Foul is called on Caden McGillis.
Foul on Caden McGillis, his first, team 4.
Checking in for McGillis is Rodenbaugh.
Austin into the lineup for the box.
Austin checked back into the game for Roscommon. Pass down low to Roth. His shot no good. Rebounded by Verbertmos. Verbertmos. Foul is on the ground. It'll be McBain ball. Foul's on Roth. Verbertmos to inbound. Will be out of bounds off Roth's foot. Remain McBain possession. Verbertmos into Hooker. Hooker. His shot is good.
2 points Hooker.
Walled. Walled. He'll drive. To the corner to Pier. He'll drive. Foul is called on the ground.
On Whetstone.
Foul's on Blake Whetstone. Murphy checking into the game. Ball into Austin. Austin looking to drive. Murphy in possession for McBain. Murphy will shoot a 3. His shot, no good. Saved by Rodenbaugh. No, Rodenbaugh stepped on the line. It'll be Roscommon ball. Strickler checking back into the game for the Bucks. Walls. Guarded by Murphy. Roth. Guarded by Verbertmos. Ball down low to Walled. Walled to the corner to Pier. Back to Walled, over to Roth. To Austin. Roth for 3. His shot no good. Be out of bounds off Strickler. McBain ball. Minute 4 seconds left in the first half. Murphy. Verbertmos. Down low to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh. Back out to Murphy. Whetstone. Hooker. Back down low to Rodenbaugh. Foul is called on Strickler.
Foul on Strickler, his first, team fourth. Schultz into the lineup for the Bucks.
Schultz checking back into the game for Roscommon.
We have a 1 minute timeout, fouled by McBain.
The Ramblers will take a timeout. After the Rambler timeout, McBain will have the ball. Under the hoop, it'll be Murphy to inbound. He gets it into Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh, his shot is good. 40 seconds on the clock. DeWald, guarded by Murphy. DeWald looking to drive. His shot, no good, foul is called. Wald will shoot 2 free throws. Foul is on Rodenbaugh. That's his third.
Team 6. Dual at the line, shooting 2.
Wald's first free throw is good. Caden McGillis checking back into the game. Wald hits both. Murphy bring the ball up the floor. To Hooker. Hooker. Whetstone in the corner. Whetstone's driving. Back out to McGillis. McGillis. 15 seconds on the clock. McGillis will drive. This shot no good. Foul is called. McGillis will shoot 2 free throws.
Foul on Strickler. His second.
Fouls on Strickler. That's his second.
Cade McGillis at the line, shooting 2.
McGillis. Not able to convert the first free throw. McGillis missed both free throws. Foul is called.
On Whetstone, his second, team 7.
Foul is called on Blake Whetstone. That's his second.
Strickler at the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Strickler to shoot 1 and 1. Strickler, his shot no good, rebounded by McGillis. Ball is loose, recovered by Roth. Strickler, back to Roth. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Strickler's last second shot, no good. And that's the end of the first half. McBain is winning 38-19. Go to a quick score update of the varsity girls game. It is currently halftime. McBain is up 36-10. Schultz to inbound. Into a Wald. Over to Strickler. Strickler guarded by Hooker. Pass down low to Schultz. His shot is good. Murphy. Ball up the floor. To Verbertmos. Verbertmos. Over to Hooker. Murphy. Murphy looking to drive. His shot is good. Sizemore. Foul is called on a Wald.
Foul on Ewald. His first, team's first.
Murphy bring the ball up the floor, guarded by a Wald. Verbertmos. Down low to Rodenbaugh. Ball stolen by Schultz. Strickler in possession, up to Wald. Pass down low. Ross' shot is good and the foul. He'll shoot the and one free throw.
Foul on Hooker. His first.
Foul's on Mason Hooker. That's his first.
Good by Roth. He'll have one free throw left. Free throw.
Roth hits the and one free throw. Hooker up to Verbertmos. Down low to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh's shot is good. A Wald. Roth. Out of bounds. Miscommunication there. It'll be McBain ball. Murphy bringing the ball up the floor, guarded by a Wald. Down to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh back to Murphy. Murphy for three. His shot is good.
3-point Murphy.
Roth. A Wald trying to answer. His shot no good. Rebounded by Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh taking it himself. Ball recovered by McGillis. His shot is good.
2 points, Manila.
Timeout, Roscommon. We'll go to a quick score update of the varsity girls game. It is currently 42-20 in the 2 minutes 32 seconds left in the third quarter. A Wald in possession for Roscommon. Down low to Strickler. Strickler back out to Ross, guarded by Verbertmos. Ross, his shot, no good. Rebounded by Roscommon. Ball out, recovered by Strickler. A Wald for three. His shot, no good. Hit the top of the backboard, out of bounds will be McBain ball. Murphy. A Wald pressing. Murphy down low to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh, his shot is good.
2 points, Rodenbaugh.
A Wald, guarded by Murphy. Over to Ross. Ross looking to drive. Ball, jump ball called.
Do you have
charges for this that I can use for like a second?
Boston into the lineup for the Bucks.
Bertmos up to Murphy. Ewald in possession for Roscommon. Yeah, I get it. Roth. What did you do? Foul is called on Mason Hooker.
Foul on Hooker, his second, team second.
That's Hooker's second foul. Ball into Strickler. Ball out of bounds off Verbertmos. Roscommon basketball. Roth into Strickler. Up to Ewald. Dan Rodenbaugh with the steal in transition. His shot is good. Ewald. His pass down low to Schultz. Out of bounds, McBain ball. Blake Whetstone checks back into the game.
Whetstone into the lineup for the Ramblers.
Into the game for Roscommon is number 42, Austin, and number 22, Peard. Ball up to Ken McGillis. McGillis, his shot, no good, foul is called.
Foul on Austin, his first, team
Foul's on
second.
Austin, that's his first. McGillis to shoot 2 free throws. McGillis not able to hit the first. McGillis misses both. Rebounded by Sizemore. Sizemore guarded by Hooker. Sizemore's pass out of bounds. McBain ball. Whetstone into Murphy. Over to McGillis, back to Murphy. Whetstone. Murphy. McGillis in the corner. His three, no good. Rebounded by Peard. Austin, back to Sizemore. Foul is called.
On Whetstone, his third, team third.
Foul is called on Blake Whetstone. That's his third.
Line, shooting 2.
Huttinger checks into the game. Ross hits the second. Murphy up to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh drives. His shot is no good. It's up and in. I believe that's Huttinger with the basket. Sizemore's pass stolen by Huttinger. Huttinger's shot is good. Schultz, guarded by Huttinger. Peard, his shot, no good. Rebounded by Austin, out of bounds, off Hooker's leg. Roscommon ball. Checking back into the game for Roscommon is Ewald and Strickler. Ball. Off Strickler, McBain in possession. McElhenney checks into the game. Murphy. Over to McElhenney. Roscommon in zone defense. Murphy in the corner. down to Huttinga, out of bounds, off Roscommon, McBain ball. Murphy, up to McElhenney. Down to Huttinga. Back out to McElhenney. McElhenney will drive. His shot, no good. Rebounded by Schultz. Yep. Schultz shot, no good. Rebounded by McElhenney. Foul is called. Schultz. Murphy for three. His shot is good.
3 points, Murphy.
Schultz. Foul is called on the ground.
Foul on McElhenney. And his first team
Foul is
fourth.
called on McElhenney. That's his first. Winkle checks into the game for McBain. Ball into Wald, guarded by Westone. Strickler, guarded by Winkle. Over to Sizemore. Sizemore for three. His shot, no good. Rebounded by Winkle. Up to Huttinga, to Murphy. Murphy pushing it. Murphy's shot, no good. Rebounded by Huttinga. Foul is called on the shot. Huttinga will shoot two.
Foul on Sizemore. His first, team third. Huttinga at the line, shooting two.
Huttinga to shoot two. First free throw is good. Checking into the game for McBain is number 22, Dylan Schoner.
For the Ramblers.
Huttinga hits both.
Free throw, Huttinga.
Ewald, guarded by Schoner. Schultz, his shot, no good. He'll shoot two free throws as a foul is called. It'll be on Winkle, that's his first.
Foul on Winkle. His first, team fifth. Schultz at the line, shoot two. Free throw,
Schultz hits the first free throw. Schultz,
Free
2
throw,
for 2
Schultz.
from the line there. Schoner, bring the ball up the floor to McElhenney. Back to Schoner. Westone, his three. No good. Rebounded by Winkle. Winkle, his pass stolen by Schultz. Up to Wald, guarded by Schoner. Wald, look and drive. Travel is called on a Wald. It'll be McBain basketball.
Austin in the lineup for the
Austin checking back into the game for Roscommon. Schoner bringing the ball up the floor. Over to Westone. To Schoner. Huttinga. McElhenney. Back to Huttinga. Westone in the corner. Pass down low to Huttinga. Back out to Schoner. Ball stolen by Austin. Sizemore in possession. Schultz in the corner, guarded by McElhenney. 40 seconds. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Winkle. Be Sizemore to inbound. Ball to Schultz. Schultz looking to drive. Foul is called on the shot. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Foul on McElhaney. His second, team 6.
Fouls on McElhaney, that's his second. Schultz hits the first. Schultz, 2 for 2 from the line there. Winkle into Schoner. 30 seconds. Schoner to Whetstone. Schoner back to McElhaney. Winkle in the corner. Schoner for 3. His shot no good. Rebounded by Joe Winkle. Winkle shot no good. Foul is called. Winkle will shoot 2 free throws.
Foul on Sizemore. His second.
Fouls on Sizemore. That's his second.
Winkle at the line, shooting 2.
Winkle can't hit the first.
Strickler into the lineup for the Bucks.
Strickler checks into the game for Roscommon. Winkle to shoot the second. Scores it.
Free throw, Winkle.
Ewald bringing the ball up the floor. 15 seconds. Wald to Sizemore. Foul is called on Huttinga.
Foul on Huttinga.
That puts Roscommon into the bonus. That's Huttinga's first foul.
Shooting 1 and 1.
Sizemore shooting 1 and 1. 10 seconds on the clock. First free throw, no good. Rebounded by McElhaney. 5 seconds. McElhaney. Ball stolen. Recovered by McElhaney. 1 second on the clock. Last second shot is good! Buzzer beater there for Tristan McElhaney. That's the end of the third quarter. McBain is up 65-29. Quick score update with the varsity girls. They are up 61 to Manton's 27. 2:30 left in the fourth quarter. Strickler into Ewald. Ewald guarded by Schoner. His shot is good. Schoner bringing the ball up the floor. Stolen out of bounds off Ewald. Roscommon timeout.
We have a 1-minute timeout called by Roscommon.
Schonert to inbound for McBain. Gets it into Winkle. Winkle shot, no good. Rebounded by Strickler. Ewald, bring the ball up the floor, guarded by Schonert. 7:30 on the clock. Ewald shot, no good. Foul is called. Foul is called on Dylan Schonert. That's his first.
At the line, shooting 2.
Wald hits the first. Wald going 2 for 2 from the line there. Schonert. Wald pressing. Ball stolen by Roth. Wald for 3. His shot is good. Winkle into McElhenney. McElhenney gets past Roth. Ball stolen by Austin. Back up to Roth. Roth. Foul is called on Schonert. Roth will shoot 2 free throws. McBain will take a timeout. Ross, first free throw. No good. Rebounded by Huttinga. Schonert. Wald continuing to press. Foul is called. Foul is on Roth. That's his second. Schonert to inbound. Gets it into Huttinga. Huttinga. Over to McElhenney.
Good call. Good call.
Foul is called on Winkle.
Winkle, his second, team 10.
Foul's on Winkle, that's his second.
Shooting 2.
Austin to shoot 2 free throws. Hits the first. Schultz checks back into the game for Roscommon. Checking into the game for McBain is number 42, Kelvin McGillis. Austin misses a second. Rebounded by Schultz. Schultz. Ball down low. Austin. Ross. His shot no good. Blocked by McBain. Winkle's pass down low to McElhenney. Knocked out of bounds. Off McBain. It'll be Roscommon ball. Ewald bring the ball up the floor for the Bucks. Guarded by Schonert. Ewald shot is good. McElhenney. Back to Schonert. McElhenney to McGillis. McGillis up to Huttinga. His shot is good. Ross. Austin, his shot, no good. Rebounded by McElhenney. Up to Schonert. Jump ball called.
Sizemore into the lineup for the Bucks.
Sizemore checks back into the game for Roscommon. McElhenney to Huttinga. Huttinga down to Winkle. Huttinga. McElhenney. McElhenney slowing it down, guarded by Roth. Back to Schoner. Foul's called on Sizemore. That's his third foul. Schoner into McGillis. His shot is good. First points for Calvin McGillis. A wall. Schultz can't catch it. It'll be out of bounds with Bain ball. UTEC checks back into the game for McBain. Schoner into UTEC. UTEC taking himself. UTEC to McGillis. Up to Winkle. Schoner. Huttinga. UTEC. McGillis down low to Schoner. Schoner pass to Huttinga. Huttinga's shot, no good. Rebounded by Winkle. His shot, no good. Rebounded by Huttinga. His shot is good.
2 points, Huttinga.
Schultz. Guarded by Huttinga. Back up to Wald. Wald looking drive. His pass stolen by Huttinga. Schoner in possession. Foul is called on number 0, Wald for Roscommon. That's his second foul. Dustin McLean checks into the game for McBain.
Stewart at the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Schoner shooting 1 and 1. Schoner misses it. Rebounded by Winkle. Winkle's shot is good.
2 points, Winkle.
Schultz looking to drive. His shot no good. Foul is called on Matt UTEC.
Foul on UTEC is first. Schultz at the line, shooting 2.
Schultz to shoot 2 free throws. Hits the first. Tyler Cucci checks into the game for Joe Winkle. Schultz. Hits both. McGillis into Schoner. Schoner guarded by Roth. Back to UTEC. UTEC to Schoner. To Cucci. Cucci to Dustin McLean. Schoner. UTEC. Schoner. UTEC. His jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Roth. Wald. His shot no good. Foul is called on the ground. Foul is called on UTEC. That's his second. Wald to shoot 2. Hits the first. Wald 2 for 2 from the line there. Austin and Pierre checking into the game for Roscommon.
Austin into the lineup for the Bucks.
McGillis inbound for McBain. Up to Schoner. Schoner's pass up to Utek. Utek. Out to Cucci. Cucci. Look and drive. Draws foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
On Austin, his second, team 8. Cucci at the line. Shooting 2.
Cucci to shoot 2 free throws. Hits the first. Cucci going 2 for 2 from the line there. Sizemore bringing the ball up the floor for the Bucks. To Schultz, guarded by McGillis. Austin. Out to Roth, back down to Austin. Austin shot no good, gets his own rebound. Pass stolen by Cucci. His shot is good. Roth, over to Schultz, back to Roth. Austin, his shot no good. Austin gets his own rebound. Sizemore, back to Roth. Sizemore. Ball stolen by Tyler Cucci. Up the floor to Dylan Schoner. His shot is good. Ball into Roth. 2:20 on the clock. Austin shot is good.
2 points Austin.
Schoner. To Cucci. Up to McGillis. To Utek. Utek's pass down low to Cucci. Stolen by Austin. Sizemore. Over to Austin. Austin will take it himself. Passes to Schultz. His shot is good. Utek. Minute 35 on the clock. Utek. His shot. No good. Foul is called. Foul's called on Austin.
Austin. His third, team 9. Utek at the line.
Utek to shoot 2. Utek misses the first. Checking into the game for Roscommon is number 12, G, and number 20, Thiel. Utek to shoot the second. Utek hits it. Roth. Guarded by Utek. Minute 20. To Thiel. Thiel to Austin. Roth. His shot, no good. Rebounded by McGillis. Schoner. Minute on the clock. Dylan Schoner, 3. No good. Rebounded by Kelvin McGillis. His shot is good.
2 points, Calvin McGillis.
Just under a minute. Roth to G. Out of bounds off Roscommon. McBain ball. 46 seconds. Schoner. Dustin McLean for 3. His shot no good. Rebounded by Tyler Cucci. Into Kelvin McGillis. His shot no good. Rebounded by Thiel. Roth. 25 seconds. Thiel. Ball out of bounds. Off McBain. Thiel into G. Out of bounds off McBain. Thiel. Into Roth. Roth looking to drive. Foul is called on UTEC.
Foul on UTEC, his third. Roth at the line, shooting 2.
Roth to shoot 2. Roth hits the first. Roth misses the second. Rebounded by McLean. Up to UTEC. 5 seconds. And that's the end of the game. McBain will beat Roscommon 82-48.